We get Casey in. There's Victoria. There's Maui. Good. Are we live? I forgot my mic. Can you guys hear me? Hi, guys. How are you? Hey. There's Sherry from Parrot Town. Oh, Sherry, you want to see what we're watching? Oh, Kaik. Kaik coming in. Kaik coming in. So we are watching what's on pause right now. TV for Birds. You can't really see it. Parrot Town's TV for Birds. You guys, you got to check her out if you haven't. She's amazing. It's a great show. Link is below. But so I'm here. Hi, guys. How are you? There's a Birdman. Hey, how you doing? Hey, Noah. Hey, Jesse and Sam. Oh, it's so good to see everybody. This is our first live. You want to say hi, Bueno? You want to say hi? Hi. Hi. What? Oh, my goodness. We're doing it on the computer because I think we can. It comes out better that way, and you guys don't have to take anything because you won't get seasick. So I'm sure all of you want to see Baby because they're really curious about the computer right now. There's Baby and Puffy. Hey, do you see his eye? You guys, thank you so much for all your prayers and support. Baby's eye today, actually, if you can see, I don't want to upset him. Look at that. He opened it. So Dr. Struby, who did Baby's eye surgery, for those of you who didn't know, Baby had a hole in his eye. Like basically, he had an ulcer that formed, and he has calcium deposits, and it looks like it's a genetic thing. And he was in excruciating pain. They said it is like, thank you so much for the super chat, Cherry. Thank you so much. And that's going to go into Baby's medical bills because they're adding up. Thank you. So basically, the pain was excruciating what he was going through. And we had to do emergency surgery. So today is 2 weeks. And I can't believe how things can change in 2 weeks when you have a good surgeon, right? Yeah? Hey! Oh my goodness, I see so many people. The screen's like going crazy right now. The computer's so far, but I see Jack Sparrow right there. Oh, show me Jack Sparrow. I don't understand that. What? Anyways, so Baby's doing really good. Thank you, you guys. So we're just kind of hanging out. We're watching TV for Birds, and Thomas is here. Oh, and then I have something big to show you. You're going to like, I'm so excited. Do you want to say hi? I have to be careful because he's scared of Baby and Puffy. They're bullies. When Baby's feeling good and when Puffy's, you know, not worried about Baby, they're actually bullies in the bird room. Okay, I'm going to put Thomas there. And I want to show you Maui. And I don't know if you guys remember, Maui was pretty much naked the last time we were live. And look what happened. You want to step up? You want to step up? You ready for this? He's fully feathered. Isn't that cool? He like during all the drama with Baby going on, all the stuff happening, he grew his feathers back. So I'm so excited. So I've been doing a lot of DIY bird toys. It's okay. And I got the idea from Sherry from Parrot Town. And she has these cool toys. Well, like DIY parts that my birds love. I don't know if I should let him loose because he'll start attacking the birds. But so basically what we did was I made a bunch of toys. And I'm going to show you. And so he's been super busy with these toys. Do you see those little parts right there? So I used some recyclable parts that I had, like natural cupcake wrappers with no wax, cardboard straws. This is coconut rope. And then I also used some of the stuff she had, like this right there. And then there's like a bunch of other ones down here. Let me just show you what we've done. We've been really busy. I don't know how I've had time with all this drama going on to make toys, but I did. So yeah, so we've got a lot of toy parts on her channel. Link is below. You can go over there and check them out. But then I also used recyclable boxes, and see that? That is credit card tape, but something's going to fall. But it's like natural credit card tape. It doesn't have any like nasty stuff on it. Hold on. I've got Puffy and Baby. It's so cool to see them. You're going to see them pop up on the screen in just a second because they're going for the keys. It's so good to see them working together, trying to destroy things. Come here. No, you have to get off. Okay, come over here, baby. Don't hit anything. Look how good he looks. Can you believe it? Oh my gosh, like yesterday when we went to his appointment, he did not look this good, and I was really worried about him, but they did such a good job over there. So we're down to 4 drops a day. No, we're down to doing 4 drops a day, but it's only 1. So he was getting, I said that wrong. So we're doing just the gel drops 4 times a day. That's what we're doing. Instead of 3 different types of drops 4 times a day, it was terrible. Do you see Victoria's little butt right there? Let me see if I can turn her around. She's doing really good, you guys. There's a lot of you that have been asking about Victoria. Here we go. Do you like my pants? They're kind of weird. I feel like hammer time right now with these pants. Okay. Oh, there's Victoria. I got to be really careful because Baby and Puffy, they're bullies. There she is. There's been so many people asking about you, Victoria. Yeah. There she is. She's doing really good. And you know, it was interesting because Victoria is used to it being all about her. And I was really worried because she's an ex-mutilator before she was rescued. And as you can see, she's an ex-plucker. She doesn't pluck anymore. But I was really worried that it might. Puffy, what do you do? Hold on. Hold on. Puffy's like going for the cord. Puffy, come here. No. Hold on, you guys. You know how it is when there's kayaks. They're so busy. He actually destroyed a laptop before, so I really got to watch him. Oh, I just got a super guitar girl. Thank you so much. This is not the first time you gave me a super chat. Thank you so much, all the way from Australia. And it's going to go to Baby's medical bills. Thank you so much. But, yeah, so he destroyed a computer before. But I was really worried because cockatoos are, you know, they're Velcro birds. And when things change in the environment, they get nervous and they feel safe because they're flock birds, right? So when they're by themselves, they get scared, they get nervous, they feel vulnerable. So I was really worried about that with Victoria during this whole thing with Baby, because literally it's been all about Baby. I go to work, I come home, and I take care of Baby. She wants to go back over here, so I'm going to let her. I don't like her to not be happy. Are you happier there? And just right before this, she started to learn how to forage and stay really busy on her own. And she was actually going to the toy box and getting her toys, and then she would bring them back up to here. She'd climb up to here and play with her toys and drop them and go get another toy. And that is like the best thing as a bird mom you can see when a bird has learned how to keep themselves entertained, and they depend on you, but they become independent. You guys are doing it again. They become independent and they don't feel vulnerable anymore, and they have confidence. And so that is what happened to Victoria Cockatoo right before all of this stuff happened. And thank God, because she did really well, and it allowed me to spend as much time as I needed with Baby. You want to see another look? Look how good he looks. Do you see that right there? So when I was he was just perfectly feathered before all this happened. And when I started to have to give him these drops, it's really hard, you guys. I tried everything, but at the end of the day, I had to tell him. And these drops were very painful. One of them was just like acid going into the eye, because the doctor, I don't know if you guys have seen that video. If you haven't, definitely watch it after this. It's Baby's eye surgery. It's the next video right below. And he basically had it was with a diamond drill, Dremel down to his cornea. And you're going to see, are you pooping? Puffy just pooped, but that's okay. We have paper towels. And you're going to see that video of the doctor explaining it on Thursday, because I actually took the camera in to Baby's eye appointment, and you guys are going to see a real live eye exam right after major surgery. So it's so interesting, and he talks about what he did. Another super chat by Sherry. Thank you so much, Sherry. Thank you from Paratown. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It helps. And so you're going to see all that, but basically the cornea was Dremel down and it was very painful. So putting those drops in his eyes burnt, like acid, you guys, burnt. So it's really hard to train a parrot that doesn't understand, like, why are you putting drops in my eyes? And he told me it burnt, and I actually put the drops in my eye to test out how bad it burnt. I have like part of my cornea missing. Puffy, you need to come back here. And it burnt so bad. So I had to tell him he would move around, and these drops were really expensive. I blew through probably like $300 in 1 week in drops because they were just going all over him. And as you can see, those drops, when they hit the feathers, they turn them black. And so I need to actually call his avian vet and see, you know, what to do, because we just got the okay to bathe him, but they actually like ate his feathers. They look like they've lost all like but it was 4 times a day with all these drops, and it was terrible, wasn't it, Boo-Boo? And we lost Puffy. I hate to even imagine what he's doing behind the computer with the cords. Puffy, come here, honey. No, you need to come here. Okay, so I'm going to try to keep him here, and I'm going to give him a banana. Oh, hi, Casey. Do you guys see Casey? She's right there, hiding from all the chaos. Do you see her? Can you guys see her? Trying to see if you guys can see her. So, Casey, there she is. Come on out, Casey. There she is. Do you want me to move this so you can come through? She wants to see what's happening here. Okay, let me help you. But don't get scared. Okay. There we go. So now let's see if Casey's going to come up for us. And then I'm going to give Puffy a banana to see if we can get him to stay here. All right, look at this. This is working out for us. Okay. And then Casey, do you want an almond? Victoria, do you want a banana? Here you go. Do you want that banana? You have to grab it. Here. You got it? You have to hold on to it. There she goes. She's such a big girl now. She's become very independent. Okay, so Casey, do you want... I have some goodies right here, you guys. So this is... I'll show you what I'm feeding my birds because they're a lot of fun. So we're doing... Oh, you don't want that? Do you want... So this is a little pasta pumpkin, and it's made out of squash. Isn't that cool? You can get those at Trader Joe's. You don't want that? Okay. I'm going to show you what this is. So it is, yeah, so it has no wheat in it and it has no salt. And you can get these at Trader Joe's. And it's butternut squash. And it's shaped like a pumpkin. And I serve it raw and, well, like hard. And I also serve it. Do you want that, hon? Okay, so he's going to eat that. And then I also serve it cooked. So he's going to eat that and he'd rather bite my finger. And so this is what they had today. So we have like quinoa, we have the cooked pumpkin squash in there and some different veggies. So baby's helping himself to this too. But what I'm doing is I like to give my guys almond slivers because almonds can be really fattening if you give them too many, right? So we do these tiny little slivers like that. Do you see? You can even break it like that. And then what I'll do is, do you see, this is yucca. That's yucca wood. And what's so cool about yucca wood, it's really soft. And you can slide different treats in there. Isn't that cool? So if you have a bird, and this actually worked with Nico, whose name now is Rocky. I hope you guys have watched that video. It's so cool. It's about a bird that came from a hoarder, and he was rescued. It's a beautiful story. But yesterday, Victoria Huffman from Animal Alliance of San Diego, who rescued him, and I helped her after that when she got him out of there. It's basically a journey working with a bird that came from a horrible, abusive situation. Literally, he was left to die with a bunch of other birds and dogs. So, you know, he has some issues, and she's just so sweet and patient. But we wanted to get him to chew on wood and not the bars, because birds that are locked up all the time, especially birds that come from hoarder situations. Hi, Yossi. I see you. I can't read this, you guys. I feel so bad. I see you there, Yossi, though. And Miko. Hi, Miko. They basically go crazy, and Victoria did this too. What they'll do is they just chew on the cage bars for themselves because that's all they had. Puffy, don't chew on that. So he was doing that. So he didn't understand about wood. The bird's probably never seen toys. Victoria had never seen a toy that I know of when I got her here. And so putting little treats in there, it entices them. So you got to show them that what you're doing. And they go, oh my gosh, I want to get that treat. And then they learn how to chew on their toys, right? So this is something that you can do with your birds too, that you get. It's just a great way. And baby is chewing on the computer, which I'm kind of stoked because that means he's feeling better. Look! Yay! So I'm so excited. It's awesome. But so yeah, so that is something that's super cool about Yucca and what you can do with treats. And then another thing I have here is unsweetened organic dried bananas. And do you want to try that? I don't think you like those though. I know Puffy does, but he has way too much going on. Maui is eating a banana in there, as you can see. Oh, and then another thing here, if you guys want to see something else cool, do you know that pasta that you buy? It's like, thank you for the super chat. Ow, ow. Thank you so much. Thank you. I can barely read everything, you guys. I appreciate that. So do you see that? That's pasta on the toy. Puffy, give me that computer key. No. Come here. He's getting in the keys. Okay, that's not healthy. Don't do that. But right there, you can see it's just getting creative. But so you could put pasta there too, and that's just so much fun. I'm going to bring Maui out because he's ready to come out. Did Thomas just fall? Wano, where are you? Are you okay? Uh-oh. How bad was it? Are you okay? Okay. Are you going to be quiet? Did you just kind of slide off? Okay. You slid on live video. Puffy, come over here. Are you going to be okay? No, he is. Here he is. He's okay, you guys. He slid with his toys. No, baby. Puffy is actually looking like, no, come here. So that's just, when you have birds, you want to make sure you use safe materials, but sky's the limit, right? So you can do all kinds of stuff. And then another thing I want to mention, a lot of you use toilet paper rolls. So using brand new toilet paper is awesome, right? It's totally good because you can put all kinds of goodies in there. But don't use the used toilet paper cardboard because germs can be hiding in there and you don't want to make your birds sick. Yes, Puffy is getting into trouble. She's like, that's weird. I know, right? Are you getting into trouble? It's so good to see them getting into trouble. And look at Maui. He's like up there destroying things. And there's Casey. Look how beautiful she is. She's so calm. And then Quinn's up, he's up high. And then where's Miss Victoria? Oh, she's over here. I need to get her. Are you going to be good right here? Maui, be careful. Are you going to be okay? I'm actually really careful with Victoria and Casey because I just don't know. Casey kind of gets a little snappy, and this is a really big bird. And I don't want Casey to get hurt, and I don't want Victoria to get hurt. And I don't want anybody getting their feelings hurt, so I'm just kind of moving her, right? So you always have to, hi, Renar, how are you? So you always have to be alert when you have birds, especially like this, because as you can see, there's a lot of action happening in this room. So baby, let's get back to baby. So baby, he's actually on a scale. Oh, and I want to talk to you about this. So during all of this, I wanted to make sure baby stayed at a healthy weight, right? So let's just weigh him right now. I want to show you guys. These scales are like $20. I have them at our Amazon store. Link is below. And usually everything you see in here, you'll see on our Amazon store. But so basically, let's weigh baby. Let's see what he weighs. I would weigh baby during this whole thing every day. Anytime you have anything going on with your birds, you want to weigh them every day. But if there's nothing going on, you want to weigh them every week. So during this whole thing, baby has actually lost some weight. And he's at 469 today. He was at 510. So he could have used losing a little weight, but he's actually at the lightest that he's ever been. Now, his vet would probably be happy with the weight, but I'm so glad. No, be careful, you guys. Puffy wants to weigh too. Okay, let Puffy weigh. hold on. See, what happens is when they jump on the scale, I give them a treat. So that's what he's looking at it. He's like, let me weigh so I can have a treat. That's how you get your birds to weigh. Now baby's going to help himself to a treat. There we go. And so thank God I had some extra weight on him, right? Because baby's been in a lot of pain for a long time, as many of you know. And I've been trying to find him an ophthalmologist that could help him. And it took some time. I interviewed. And sometimes you guys, you know, don't settle for the first doctor that you find. There are so many incredible veterinarians, and you guys know how I am about my birds. If there is something going on with my birds, I take them to the vet, because by the time you notice there's something wrong with your birds, it's usually they've been sick for a while, right? Because birds hide their illnesses, and there goes baby. And so, and they hide their illnesses because they're prey animals. They're afraid they're going to get eaten. So they have to look super tough all the time. Look at his poor feathers. It's just terrible what has happened. So when I noticed there was a problem, I took him to the vet, but it took a while to find the right people to help him. So, and that's another thing, you know, you don't want to wait, because for good veterinarians, it can take time before you can get your bird in. It's not you make the phone call and you get them in tomorrow. But sometimes there's a waiting list. You got to jump through hoops. You got to write letters, because they're booked, because they are excellent vets, and excellent vets book up. So you also want to build that relationship. And then another thing that you're going to see is in this video coming up on baby on Thursday. I want you guys to really watch this. He doesn't show really any fear being at the vet, because he's used to going. Even though this was a new veterinarian, and the last time baby saw them, they were anesthetizing him and doing major surgery, drilling his cornea down. He was relaxed at this vet appointment. And so that's what I do with my birds from day one when they come to me. Regardless what the health is, I take them so they can meet their veterinarian, and I bring a ton of treats, and I make it for a positive thing. I don't wait till my birds are sick for that first vet appointment, right, boo-boo? It's so good to see you getting in trouble. So that's just some important advice I want to pass on to you guys. Connor's the same way. So I hope you know that there's kind of a trend on YouTube where it's don't take your birds to the vet, and it's such a shame, because especially the young kids, I don't want them, you know, learning from that, because that is just a bad example. And that vets are, you know, they're out for the money, this and that. That's just terrible information. So, I mean, look at baby. If you watch his playlist, you'll see that he was in extreme pain, and now just look at him. And not to mention, Dr. Lauda saved Victoria Cockatoo, who had a hysterectomy around this time last year. And so I have so many veterinarians that I'm thankful for, because my birds, right, Thomas, who just fell, thank God he's okay, would not be here if it wasn't for these amazing vets. And especially when these birds start getting older. So especially baby, well, he's only 27. Well, he's turning 27 in October. Oh, we need to discuss your birthday party. And so we've been together for 27 years. Yeah, almost. His eyes closing because he's getting tired. So, you know, as birds start to get older, they need to go to the vet. It's just like humans, right? So, you know, it's people that say they've had birds for a long time and they've never had any issues, but you got to ask a lot of them. You find out they don't still have those birds. So parrots live a long time. And when people say, oh, I've had birds for this many years, and you ask them, where are they? And they go, oh, you know, there's always a story. They don't have them anymore. It's kind of concerning, right? So, but BB's birthday is coming up in October, and I don't know if you guys have seen our videos, because he's an outgoing bird. He likes to do water sports. He loves amusement parks, and he likes video arcades. So that is what we've done in the past. Last year, his birthday was a full week extravaganza. We went to Mission Bay. We did the pedal boats. He was in his pack bird, nice and safe, right, boo-boo? He enjoyed the water. Yeah, it was fun. And then we went to Boomers. We go to Boomers every year, so they know us. They line up and they're greeting baby when he gets there. He rides the Ferris wheel. He rode the go-karts. He loves the arcade because it's so loud and violent. Yes. So this year we might have to change it up a little bit because of his eye. We still need to take it easy. Honestly, I wanted to rent, and there was a pilot willing to take us up. It was in a Cessna. And I wanted to take him up in the airplane just so he could like really experience flying, right? Because that's why I like taking him up in the Ferris wheel, and he's always safely secure in a carrier. But we're not gonna be able to do it this year. The doctor said the high altitude and his eye would put pressure on it. So maybe we're gonna do that next year. What do you think, boo-boo? So I think we're gonna do the Ferris wheel. We're gonna keep it kind of chill this year. We're not gonna do the go-karts. And I don't think we're going to do the arcade. And then we're going to come back here to Parrot Playhouse like we do every year. And we have a huge, huge party. And I'm exhausted afterwards. Like there's food everywhere. The birds just have a good time. They just basically rip this room apart. Right, boo-boo? Yeah? So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to keep it low-key, but he will still have a huge party. And he's still going to go to Boomers. But I think we're not going to do the water because of the sun and stuff like that. But it's still pretty good, right? Let's see. Casey's back there laughing at me. I can't probably read. Kisses to all your beautiful birds. Thank you, birds, Rebecca. Thank you. So that's what's going on in here. Did I cover everything? I hope I do. But you guys definitely check out Parrot Town. I love her, TV for Birds. And today she had coffee music. So it was so super relaxing. It's so much fun. You can just turn it on and play it for your birds. And then definitely check out our Amazon store. We have some good stuff, and we do get a small little bit from that, which goes into the birds' medical bills and care. And we've been getting hit with a lot, right? Because I don't hold back. I will spend on my birds. I don't like to spend on myself, but I will spend on my birds, right? And I'm sure many of you are the same way. Because it's just so, like, come on, it's the way to do it. Right, Casey? I'm so glad she came out. She usually doesn't come out. And I think that I'm filming on the computer. Are you going to snap your fingers? You going to snap? I think she's like, doesn't look at it as a threat. She doesn't like my phone. And so she's really curious. Are you curious, Casey? Oh, yeah? And there's Maui over there. Do you see him? He's lurking. Whoa! Yeah! No. Maui, leave Quinn alone. So I think he's going to leave him alone. I don't know. But I'm so proud of you, Casey. Yes, and I know a lot of people are always asking about Casey. Whoa, good girl. Yeah. So, but as you can see, she's a feather plucker. Look, this is the first toy Baby has been allowed to play with. Do you see that? I might have to take it away because I don't want anything getting into his eye, and I actually had to take everything out of this cage and make it basically for a handicap parrot because he was pretty much blind on one side. And still, you see how his eye's closing now, you guys? So this is what we're still dealing with. Maui, be careful. So it opens, and then it gets tired, and he has to close it and rest it. And whoa, and we're going to do some drops after this. But so Casey, I adopted Casey. Wow, good job, Thomas. Probably, like 10 years ago from Parrot Education and Adoption Center. And she came naked, and she's still naked. But don't collect your feathers. Just preen. She's a happy girl. And, I keep her super busy with toys and lots of activity. But some birds, it's definitely something they struggle with their entire lives. And that's why I'm so stoked Maui grew back his feathers. And Maui was also a rescue. The first 8 years of his life were no bueno. They were not good. But he's fully feathered now, but it could change. So that's why you have to be so aware of your bird's environment and know when they're getting stressed. And just really pay attention to them, because at the end of the day, it's not about your birds entertaining you. It's about you being there for your birds, because they're wild animals, right? Are you a wild animal? And they're in this foreign environment, and we have to help guide them. It's kind of like someone that's blind, or don't you bite, and you have to just guide them through everything, because in the wild, their parents teach them everything, and they're with their parents for a long, long time. And in captivity, they make them and then they sell them. And these poor birds, some birds don't even learn how to preen themselves. And You're going to see a video next week on a cockatoo named Bella that also came from a separate birding situation who did not learn how to preen her own feathers. And so they grow out and she over preens them. She doesn't know what to do. And so she's also at Animal Alliance of San Diego. Definitely check them out on Facebook. They're doing amazing things. It's mostly a dog rescue, but now she is starting with the help of me to rescue birds. And I'm just kind of teaching her everything I know. And she's like a sponge and she's just the most incredible person. And now she wants to start saving more birds. But Bella, as you're going to see in this video next week, it's really sweet. And don't worry, you're not going to cry on this video. It's just basically getting her ready for everything, getting her cage set up with brand new toys, right? All kinds of new food. There's just going to be so much you can learn about perches, just about when you're bringing a bird into a home, whether how you get that bird, it doesn't matter here. But it just takes you from ground zero to take them, bless you, to feel confident and be happy birds, right? Yeah? So, bless you. Do you have a piece of yucca in there? Why don't you take a drink? Here, this is your cup. Do you want a sip of water? No? Yep. Okay. He needs some water, you guys. Do you want a sip of water? No? Okay. So I hope you enjoyed this live stream, and it was so good to see all of you, and I'm sorry it's hard for me to read. Is going, so Essie is going, April, my local parrot rescue landlord is going into foreclosure, and they really need, bless you, some help. So can you shout out Ricky's Parrot Rescue of South Florida? Everything is helping. So are they having to rehome all their birds at sea? So this is another thing, you guys. These birds live a very long time. And with all these rescues, baby's going to knock a bowl down. It's so good to see him in getting into trouble again. Thank God. I wasn't sure if he was still going to be with us with all that pain he was going into. But these guys live a long time. And, Victoria Cockatoo, I didn't get to do her birthday party this September, but she just turned 47. Yay, Victoria. Yeah, are you clapping? Yeah, Casey? Let's get you more in that picture because people are really interested in you. Really interested in Casey because she's just amazing. So, but yeah, Victoria just turned 47, and birds live a really long time. And so these rescues take in these birds, and these birds are super expensive, and then they have to take in more and more birds, and it's hard for them to keep going, and it's hard for them to fundraise, right, boo-boo? Because they're so busy rescuing birds, and that's kind of what has happened to me. I got so busy this month, I was just kind of going crazy, but if you're just going out and all these phone calls are coming in and it's just terrible. And there were some other rescues that I did as well that I could not film. And Parrots First, and I felt so bad because I so wanted to film these rescues, but Parrots First helped with these rescues. And these birds came from terrible situations, so terrible to where I could not film it. And there's a limit. I want you guys to see what's going out there in the parrot crisis, what's happening, but there's a limit what I can post because honestly, it would probably make people just become very depressed and turn their back on Parrot Playhouse and not want to see this and maybe resent rescue. It was those rescues were that bad. So, and also it would have put these birds in danger and the people involved. But I just want to say, Parrots First has been amazing. And I definitely want to do something for them to where I can help fundraise for them because they have been there for me lately and these birds. So I'm just really thankful for them, and they're in LA. So they've been incredible. They've been incredible, right? No, you guys come back over here. But anyways, you guys, we are just so happy you came to see us, right, Thomas? And we're going to get going. And baby and Steffi are over there cuddling. I wish you could see this. But I think that's pretty much all that we can talk about. And then Etsy, why don't you message me on Facebook, his information, and I will share his information on Parrot Playhouse on Facebook because I have a really big following there. All right, that would be great. Okay, so you want to say goodbye? You want to say goodbye? You want to say thank you for all your prayers and support. Thank you for watching our videos. And we hit 10,000 subscribers, you guys. And I know for some people it might not be that big, but those are 10,000 people that take their time to watch our videos. So, are you okay? Oh, hold on just a second. You okay? Come here. Come here. Oh, are you okay? Just like bend over and show everybody my butt. Yes, I did. Are you okay? What happened? My goodness. We're not going to make it through this stream. And I thought this was probably going to be a tame stream, but we've got birds like slipping and sliding. What happened? You know, what could have happened was he may have seen something outside that scared him. Did you see something outside that scared you and it caused you to fall? So that's another thing, you guys, as I say, I'm going to end it, but then I keep talking, right? Because that's just me. That I can say I'm going to end the video like 20 times, but look, you see his body language? So when you have birds, it's very important that they have places that they can hide in their cage. And as you can see, Maui got really nervous, and his body language is like, there's probably a hawk outside. So I'm going to put over here. It's important, he doesn't want to let go, that you have places that they can hide in their cage. So let's look at Victoria Cockatoo's cage right here. And even though she's a big bird, let me get out of the screen. Oh my gosh, let me get out of the screen. But do you see all those toys in there, you guys? Do you see how I have that set up? Now, I know it looks like a lot of toys, but there's plenty of room for her to move around in there. Do you see that? And there's all kinds of toy options in here. There we go. And then she also, you can't see this back here, but she has a flat perch back here. So she has all kinds of stuff she can do, but she can hide if she gets scared. And birds need to have places that they can hide and have their privacy, right, boo-boo? Okay, so baby's climbing over here. No. Careful, careful, careful. And then over there, as you see, we have curtains in this room, and I do keep them open when we're not filming, but I don't open them all up at once, right? Because there's all kinds of predators out there, and these birds already feel vulnerable. Yeah, living in this foreign land when they're supposed to be in the rainforest, but they're in captivity, right? Yes, and so we have to make them comfortable, so they need places that they can hide. So if I was to open all these windows, that would be no bueno. Another thing you want to do is when you have a cage, and when I go do a home inspection for somebody that's interested in adopting a bird, I go there, and I'm not going there with a white glove and seeing is there any dust. I'm going there to set the bird up for success and set them up for success because we want it to be positive, right? We want it to work out for them, for both of them. And so I'll make sure, the first thing I'll say is put your bird in a room where they can see you walk into the door. You never want to surprise a parrot, right, you guys? Surprising a parrot is a terrible thing, and that's how you get bit. And I actually got my eye bit by Quinn one day when I surprised him. I came around the corner, and he bit my eye. So that's actually another video. And I went to see an ophthalmologist, right, Thomas? Yes, so that's how I knew that baby was in a lot of pain, because Puffy is about to take the key off. Hold on. So you want to put the bird like with a solid wall behind them, or put a curtain there, and then you want them to be able to see everybody walk in the door, because you don't want to be like, boo, like they're just like, oh my gosh, because you see what I just did to poor Casey? They are prey animals, and they're always afraid something is going to eat them. Now, even though you think your bird is not scared, you trying to fly? Are you trying to fly? What's wrong, baby girl? Even though you think your bird's not scared, birds try to hide their fear, because if they were in the wild, if they show fear, they're going to get eaten, right? So they always try to act tough. And some birds that are like acting tough, they're actually just dying inside. And that might be a reason why they're plucking. That might be a reason why they're screaming or biting. So you need to think of these things too. So right now, if you guys have birds, just look at where your birds are right now and go, can my bird see everybody that walks in? So check that out. And then also check the cage. Does my bird have a place where they can have their private time and hide if they get scared, just like what Maui just did? And this is why I like these lives as Baby and Puffy are trying to take my computer apart, because you never know what's going to happen in the lives. And this is how I teach everybody, right? It's like being in my bird room and experiencing all this stuff. Yeah? So you see Maui wants to go back. Let's see if he really wants to go back now. Before he didn't. Okay, so now he wants to go back and he wants to poop. So I'm going to let him go back. So that's what you have to do, you guys. You really have to. Now he's going to eat and everything's fine. And we just had a positive experience. It's about reading your bird's body language. And right now, Casey is telling me, do you see how she's chewing on her feet? She's nervous. She doesn't feel comfortable. And Casey actually will not step up for me. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to have her step up on a stick. And so for you guys that your birds don't want to step up for you, that's okay. Casey is a guy bird. She likes guys better. And that's okay with me. You know what? I'm her keeper. I'm the one that takes care of her. I'm her servant. So I make it work. So I'm going to try to keep my butt off the screen. Okay, so we're going to have her step up. Can you step up? Good girl. Oh, you're such a good girl. And I'm going to bring her closer. I don't know if she wants to come closer. But you see how smooth that went? So you don't need to turn it into like a big battle when you're doing step ups and stuff like that. So I'm going to bring her for a second. She doesn't feel comfortable. So we're going to go over to her cage because that's where she wants to be. And maybe she's thirsty. Maybe there's a reason why she wants to go over there. Or maybe she saw a hawk outside. So, and she's the only bird that will not step up for me. And I still work on it, but you know what? I don't get my feelings hurt. And it's important that you don't take things personal when you have a parrot, right? No, because they're wild animals. And that's the thing. A lot of people will tell me, April, my bird will not step up, or my bird is scared of me and my feelings get hurt. Puffy, get away from the keys. Don't get your feelings hurt, you guys. I know they're like so human-like, but you have to remember these are wild animals and they're in a foreign environment. So you need to understand that and never take it personal. And I don't take it personal that Casey doesn't, hang out with me 24/7. That's fine. I love that she's an independent bird, right? Yeah? Bueno, so let's say goodbye. And we want to thank everybody for watching. Thank you so much. If you are not a Parrot Playhouse subscriber, please subscribe if you liked this stream. Please hit the like button so we know you love us. Yeah? And we'll be doing more streams. We're going to be doing more streams on Tuesdays. Let me know if this stream time works for you, because it works really well for my birds. What's going on over there? Yeah? And just thank you for taking time out of your day for watching us. And we love you, and you guys mean the world to us. All right. Now you want to say goodbye? Bye. We got to go because Baby and Puffy are up to no good behind the computer. We love you guys. It's been so much fun, and I'm going to read the comments tonight when the birds get settled. Bye. There you go.